So now we will do again where we roll to see who chooses who goes first.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
I got a 2.
I will choose to go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Yeah, okay, this is fine. I accidentally drew 6, but it's okay because I'll keep the hand. So if you do not want to keep your hand, you can claim a mulligan. Or if you want to keep it, that's fine.
I'll keep it.
Okay, so I'm going first. So wait, how do we reset the game? It says turn 20. I'm not sure what happens when you play 2 games because it's going to say turn 20 all the way to. I'm just going to manually work it back to turn 0.
Okay.
My turn. So there must be a proper way to do that. I actually don't know though. So on my turn, I play a tactics, and it's your turn.
Alright, I will draw 2 cards. I will play 1 assembly. And I will play 1 card face down, tap it, put a construction point on it. The turn is to you.
Alright, draw 2 cards. Oh crap, I played the wrong thing. So, play an assembly. Tap 2. Turn over. Put construction at 2. Your turn.
Alright, untap, draw 2. I'll play tactics and another tactics. I will tap 2 to finish this mech. The Spectre. Move it out into my patrol region. And that is my turn.
It's quite a beast there. Untap all. Draw 2. Play munitions. Spend 2 to complete this mech, bring it up from 2 to 4. To clear this Dasher B. Spend 1 to put 1 construction counter on that. And your turn. Go.
Alright. Untap. Draw 2. Play 1 missions. Well. Tap 2 to play an enforcer. Move it out in the patrol zone. And I will end turn.
Draw 2 cards. Oh, untap all. Yeah. Play tactics. Now I have 4. Spend 1 to complete this mech, bringing it from 1 to 2, which is a medium mech. Then I will spend 3 to put 3 on my next mech. And that's the end of my turn. Your turn. this comes up.
All right. So tap, tap, draw 2. All right. Play ammunitions. Because you have the 5 total. Tap all 5. Play a Caesar. Wait. Tap 4. Mistake. So that was my 2 deployments. I have 2 mechs out right now. And I will attack with both mechs to your stockpile.
So you have to tap them when you attack. Okay. You have a medium group. So I'm going to block only with the LRB, which taps because it had to block. And we both have tactics in place, so you have the initiative, and I will alpha strike my LRB, and I will assign 5 damage to the Spectre.
Okay, so that's 5 damage to Spectre, -1 for ECM, so that's 4. Then you have 4 health. I don't need to Alpha Strike or anything to kill that. Right.
That was scrap heap.
And then I will bring my Caesar out to the patrol region. And turn is yours.
Draw 2. Untap all. Play munitions. Tap all for Manowar Prime. And now I will pass turn to you.
Alright. I will untap. I'll draw my 2 cards. Untap these guys too. Alright, let's see what I want to do here. Alright, so I'm going to tap 1 to play Veteran Mech Warrior. Play him on my Caesar. And then for my second deployment, I will play Grey Death Pilot on my Enforcer. That's my 2 deployments for this turn. Tap to repair 1 on my Spectre. And I will attack your scrap heap with everything as 1.
I will block with the Dasher B only, and I will assign 3 damage to the Spectre.
Okay, so that's 3 damage to the Spectre, -1 for ECM. So that's 2. Boom. And, yeah. That's that.
Your
This
Veteran
guy
Mech Warrior.
untaps.
Yeah, you're better.
And the turn is yours.
Untap all, draw 2. Ugh. Play munitions. Tap 1 to play this command card called Time Bomb. Tap 3 to complete this Dragonfly up to 6. And I will pass turn. Your turn.
Right. Tap. Draw 2. Alright, let's see how. Alright, I will. Turn. Alright, I'll play 1. 4 on it. Okay, I will tap another one. Let's go. Tap another one to play the Mongoose. Alright. So. Alright, I will use my group to attack your time bomb.
Alright, I'm gonna have to think here. I'll block with the Man of War only, and I will assign 4 damage to the Spectre.
Alright, so you blocked the Man of War. You're keeping Time Bomb out of the fight.
Right.
And you've assigned 4 to the Spectre. Okay, so it's -1. So 3, so he's destroyed. Then that's the only target. I'll put 5, 6, 7, 9. So I need 10 to destroy the Man of War.
Right.
Alright, I'll Alpha Strike the Enforcer then.
Right.
To bring it up to 10 to destroy it. Then untap. Then bring 4th. And the turn is yours.
And the Spectre is cleared, right?
Oh, right, sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Gonzo.
Untap all. 2. I have 6 resources. I have AM and T both out. So I will tap all 6 to play a Fenris Prime and a Blackhawk C. and my time bomb got +1 counter on it at the beginning of the previous turn, or at the beginning of this phase. I will attack your depleted enforcer directly with my Dragonfly A.
Okay, so that's 4 damage, -1 for the armor, -1 for the Grey Death pilot. So that's 2.
Oh wait, you had the initiative though. Yeah. So I should have had to declare my things. I was waiting for you to declare whether you're going to block with the mongoose or not. So you're not going to declare any blockers?
Actually, I'll play. Am I able to play the Lord into Bog?
Yes. So
Okay, so I'm gonna do
before
that.
you do any of this damage thing, right?
Right, okay, so let's just pair those 2 hits. Okay, so I'll play Lord into Bog, and then I'll block with the Caesar and the mongoose.
So you're not going to include the enforcer in the battle, just those two, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have the initiative.
You attack. I have tactics and +1 pilot, so yeah.
You have the initiative. I have to choose. So what I'm going to do, damn it, is I'm going to play a mission called Risky Combat Jump. Because my Dragonfly has jump, he's a valid choice. So I roll a die. I hope to get a 3 through 6. And I do not get a 3 through 6. That really sucks. So
Close though.
that means that the Risky Combat Jump returns to my hand because I failed the roll. I've used one initiative. I have one initiative. I've already used it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump with the Dragonfly A. Now I have 2 initiative, which matches yours.
Okay.
Thus forcing you to make choices, and reducing my Dragonfly's attack by 1.
Okay. But like this, you already played the 1 mission card. That's all still valid, right? Like,
Right. So
it's
I've
already happened in the turn.
right. I
It's just
have
going
2.
forward now.
I have 2 initiative. I've consumed one of them by 1 mission play. But now that we're retied, I re-win it so that you have to make choices. All my choices have already been made. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I need 6 to kill ya. I have 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I'll put 7 damage onto your Dragonfly A.
Okay, so now that's the last choice you're going to make, so it's my time to make choices again. And since I have a second initiative, I can play a second mission. Now, is one rule to be, maybe you've read this, is you're not allowed to play a mission with the same name twice in the same battle, just in case that were to ever come up. But since I have a second initiative, I can play a second mission, which is called Bait and Switch.
Okay.
So with this bait and switch, I roll a card again, and I hope to get above 2 again. I mean, I
Right,
roll a
because
die,
you haven't assigned any damage.
and I roll a 5. So this time, with the bait and switch, I choose one of my engaged mech that has not dealt damage, which is the dragonfly. And I'm gonna bring the Blackhawk C instead. So the dragonfly does not deal or receive damage. My
Oh, nice.
Blackhawk is now in the battle, and he can assign 3 to the mongoose.
Oh, damn.
I know that was a long sequence of complicated initiative mission switching, but
Oh, that was clever. Okay, so 3 to the mongoose, so that's 2.
but
And then nothing of my damage goes to the dragonfly. The dragonfly doesn't do any damage back.
correct. Now, as far as I know, this is how it works. Maybe we want to check with someone and say this is not how it works. But as far as I can tell, this is an example of why having the initiative is such a benefit. Having to make your
Yeah,
opponent make their choices first.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Because you're able to completely negate my attack.
I mean, I think that's how it
And
works. I could be wrong. Would have to like ask an expert if I did something wrong there. But that's my understanding of why they put so much emphasis on having initiative. And then
okay,
that's the end of my turn. So I'll pass it over to you.
okay. Let's untap. Let's draw 2.
Your enforcer undepletes,
Thank you.
but it doesn't untap, so it remains tapped.
Yep.
I know
Ready to go.
it's a weird thing because of the untap all button sort of bypasses what should be the alpha strike thing. So
Okay. 2, 3, 4. First deployment will be to play that. Second deployment will be to play another tactics. Tap, tap. 2 onto this card. This card is good to go. Okay, so what do you got here? Blackhawk, FMSA. Right, I will transfer Grey Death Pilot to the Atlas. Um, and then I will attack your stockpile with my 2 mechs here.
all right, I will block with the Blackhawk C, and I will assign 3 damage to the Mongoose. That's it.
Okay, so 3 damage to the Mongoose. -1. Destroys it. So you have what? 8 health? 6, 7. So yeah, I do 7 damage to you. So 6. Blackhawk C.
I assumed you had a good shooting to play. That's what I was waiting for.
Right. Tap. Out. And that ends my turn.
Okay, so untap all, draw 2 cards, add 1 counter to the time bomb. Play an assembly. Tap 4 to play a Dragonfly C. Tap 1 to repair 1 damage to the Blackhawk C. Now, that Caesar has been wreaking a lot of havoc. My Dragonfly A is going to attack your card under construction.
Okay, so how does this work?
So, when a card under construction is assigned combat damage, it's revealed.
Okay.
It doesn't actually have to be dealt damage. It just, if a mech is like touching it, like if the mech gets to see it, right? Now, every
Right.
2 points of a damage dealt to a card under construction removes one of the counters.
Okay.
When there's no counters left on it, then it takes 1 additional point of damage to scrap the card. Like a card with under construction with 0 counters left. So I would have to deal 4 to it to remove both of the counters, or 5 to it to actually scrap the card. So I'm going to overheat the Dragonfly so that I have 6 damage to scrap the card. And then my Dragonfly takes 1 damage because the overheat for 2 through 1 armor dealt it 1. And then my Dragonfly A goes
So
up.
armor, overheat does damage to armor also. It's not just damage to structure.
Right. Armor mitigates
Okay,
the incoming overheat damage, which doesn't really make sense if you think about it from like logic, the lore. It's just a game balance thing.
Okay.
So all the overheats you see, a lot of time the overheats will be like the same amount as armor, because they know that the mech is safe from its own overheat. So then I will end my turn, and your turn.
Alright. So, untap all. My Enforcer is finally back in the fight. Tactics are just fix this. 2, 3. Okay, I'll draw 2 cards. Alright, so okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4. play a Caesar. Tap another one to play a veteran pilot on that Caesar. Veteran mech warrior, sorry. On that Caesar. It's been such a delightful combo so far. Okay, let's see if fast, medium, fast. Time shit's weird. Alright, I will tap everything. I'm going to assault your stockpile.
Alright, let's see. You got 9, 10 showing with the potential 3 more. And I'm assuming you have a good shooting too. So that's 15. I will block alone with the Blackhawk C and assign 3 damage to the Caesar.
Okay, so Caesar will take 1. Blackhawk take 10.
Top of scrap heap.
Taps. Sorry, just fix that. Oh. And the turn goes to you.
Okay, untap all, draw 2 cards. Ugh. Construction +1. Plane assembly, tap 2 for a dash of prime, tap 1 to repair damage to the Dragonfly A.
So, with missile, because you blocked, I attacked your stockpile. I would be able to fire the 1 missile.
Oh, you're right. Yep, we totally forgot about that. So go ahead and roll that missile now. It just slipped my mind. We should
No, me
definitely
too. I
do it.
just realized.
So you
Alright, no
miss
issues
it
there
anyway.
then.
It's a
Big
good thing
miss.
that you caught that. I wasn't even paying attention. I am going to attack your stockpile with the Dasher Prime and hope to deal 3 damage.
Yeah, I can't block. So that would need that. 3 damage. 2, 3.
And then I'm going to attack your stockpile with a Dragonfly C. And that has AP. Dragonfly deals +1 damage to any target other than a mech, and the stockpile is not a mech. So to your stockpile, he can assign 4.
Okay, there's 4 gone.
And I will pass turn to you. Your turn.
Right. Alright, well, tap all. Draw 2. Right. Going to play another assembly. Then I will play, it's my second deployment, Kelhound Pilot. And that's going to go on to the Enforcer. Okay. So to my stockpile, I will assign the Atlas and the Enforcer. Then
You could have
to
repaired
attack.
one. You could have repaired one to the Caesar before your deploy phase.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks.
Yep.
Repair. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've assigned these two guys to block. So that means like if you try to attack my stockpile, like these guys are automatically included in the battle, right?
You can choose to block if you want to. You don't have to. And if you do choose to block, you could choose to include the stockpile in the battle, but you don't have to.
Right.
Being the guarder really gives you all the choices, overriding speed.
Okay, sweet. Alright, so I'll attack your stockpile with this first Caesar.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is block with the Dragonfly A. And the initiative is yours. And
Okay.
I am going to jump, giving me -1 attack, +1 initiative. No, I'm not going to jump. There's no point in jumping. Sorry, I take that back.
Okay.
I am instead going to play Risky Combat Jump. Since my Dragonfly has jump, he's a valid target for Risky Combat Jump. Now I will roll a die to hope to roll above 2, which I do.
Okay.
So that gives
So you get
me
+3.
and prevent 2 damage. So it brings
Okay.
my damage up to 7, and then I will overheat to bring my damage up to 9, but deal 2 damage to myself. So the 2 overheat damage and the 2 prevention from risky combat cancel out, but I have a total of 9 damage that I'm assigning to your Caesar.
Alright. And I only have 8, so that'll be destroyed. Then I'll assign 5 back to your Dragonfly A.
So he takes 4. Because he takes 5, he takes 2 from the overheat, which is 7 minus the 2 prevention from risky combat jump minus the 1 from armor. Remains 4.
Okay, so
That all make sense?
Destroyed. Yep.
Okay.
Boom.
Top of scrap heap with my mission.
Alright. And I will attack with the second Caesar. Once again to your stockpile.
I'll take 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I scrapped tactics, alert, pushing the envelope, munitions, and time bomb. Unless you have any missions to play.
No. I got nothing.
Okay.
So it does 3 damage. Time bomb does.
My time bomb has three counters on it, so I can during my turn I can scrap it to deal 3 damage to any target. As of now, yes.
Okay. This guy's tapped. So you took my attack. That was the end of that.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, so my turn, untap all, draw 2 cards. Ugh, gross. +1 counter on the time bomb. Tap 2 for another dash or prime. Tap 1 to repair damage to the dragonfly. So my dragonfly. My dragonfly and my Fenris are going to directly attack your Caesar in a group.
Okay.
So it's now your turn if you want to assign any blockers, or well, I guess you couldn't play alert into ball because your guys are guarding, but I assuming you're not going to do
Yeah,
anything
I
else
got nothing.
except okay. So you have the initiative.
Okay.
So I will jump to bring my attack down to 6, and to give me the initiative. After I jump, we both have 2, and I'm the attacker, so we're tied.
Okay. Alright then. So I will do. I got no missions to play right now. I will assign 3 damage. I'm just gonna assign all damage to the Dragonfly A. All 5 of it.
Okay. So I have 6 damage showing. I'll overheat the dragonfly to bring it up to 8 and assign 8 damage to your Caesar. So move to top of scrap heap. My guy dies.
Alright, how much did you end up doing to my guys there? Sorry?
I had 8 because each mech had 3 damage plus the overheat 2 for 2 from the dragonfly. Brought it up to 8.
Dead Caesar, another dead pilot.
6, 4, 7. I wish I could get my dasher through to the stockpile there. It takes 8 to kill your enforcer. 6. I will just end the turn. So over to you.
Alright. I'll untap. Draw my 2. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Kai Allard Liao.
But you don't have any mechs to play him on.
So, am I able to take pilot out of one of the mechs? Just have him like in reserve?
I don't think there's any way to do that. You have to play a pilot onto a mech directly.
Okay. Alright, then I'll just keep this guy in my hand for now then. Am I able to override a pilot?
No, I don't think there's. I've
Okay.
never heard of this come up with people had more pilots than mechs.
Okay.
I don't think there's any way to do it. What you could do is put Kai under construction, so you've had the cost paid, and then he'd basically be free for you to put whenever you want. Um, you could put 5 on him, or you could put
Okay.
7 on it. You can put more construction counters on a card than the cost is.
Okay. So if I move a mech out of the guarding and back to the patrol zone, am I able to attack with that mech this turn?
Yep, you can move mechs between regions on your turns whenever you want. It doesn't affect anything. You can do it multiple times. Any of that stuff. It's a free for all movement. Costs you nothing on your turn.
Okay. So I'll put that one guy down. I'll play another assembly here. So if I wanted to switch my 2 pilots, like my Grey Death pilot and my Calhoun pilot between the mechs, I could do that.
I unfortunately no. You have to only be moving a pilot to a free slot. I know the pilot
Okay.
switching rules. I mean, you can look up the pilot switching rules in the rulebook later. It's very
Right.
restrictive.
Okay.
It's not logical. It's
Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to put 3 more construction counters on this one, and I am going to.
all right. Yeah, because putting a bunch of counters on it ensures that I'll never be able to kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
So untap, draw 2. My time bomb goes up to 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 resources in play. So I tap 4 to play a Dragonfly Prime and a Koshi D. Now, I gotta find a way to do something to the stockpile. Yeah, I'll send a Fenris and a Dasher and a Dragonfly directly at your Enforcer.
So nothing like my Atlas isn't in there because it's like in a blocking group with it on the stockpile, or it's only when you stockpiles like that group thing kind of works.
Yeah, the Atlas.
Okay.
I know it doesn't make actual sense because if they were together at the stockpile, they would be together. That's how you would logically think it is, right? But actually, the Atlas is guarding the stockpile. The Enforcer is guarding the stockpile, so they can override speed when assigning to block an attack directed at the stockpile. Is how the logic goes, which I know it doesn't make sense, but does the way I explain it make sense?
Okay. All right.
So
So you're doing 9 damage to me.
for example, even if you had a Lord in into Bog, your Atlas couldn't join this fight because he is guarding, and so he can't be assigned as a blocker to anything other than an attack at the stockpile, even if speed wasn't factoring in. I know these are like new rules people have to learn, right? So you're not going to declare any blockers. You have the initiative. I have 9 damage. I assign 9 damage to you.
Okay, so base is 3. Not gonna play any missions. I'm gonna Alpha Strike for 4. So I will do 2 to your Dasher. Then I will do 2 to your Dragonfly. So 1 to your Dragonfly.
One structure damage to him. Top of scrap heap with the dasher. And that's the end of my turn. Me the mechs come up and pass turn.
Alright, so on top, I will draw my 2. Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play the Wolfhound. To assign Grey Death Pilot to the Wolfhound, I will reveal Kair Liao. I will assign him to the Atlas. So that's 1 deployment I've done. Got here. Let's do another munitions. Okay, so I'm going to take my Atlas into the patrol region. Actually, I'm just going to keep it guarding my stockpile. Then I will move the Wolfhound with Grey Death Pilot up. And I will end my turn.
Alright, untap all, draw 2 cards. Time Bomb gets up to 6. I will play a Think Tank from my hand as my first deployment. Then I will tap 4 to play a Dragonfly B. Then I will scrap the Think Tank. If you read the Think Tank, I can scrap it to gain any asset until end of game. So I'm scrapping the Think Tank to gain the logistics asset.
Okay.
And the ability of the logistics asset is to be able to restock a card from your hand during your turn, right?
Right.
So since I have the logistics now, I'm going to take a card from my hand and restock it. So let's see that the chat there says I move a card from my hand to bottom of stockpile, right?
Right.
And then I'll tap 1 to repair the damage to the Dragonfly C. See, it takes 6 to kill your Wolfhound. I'll attack the Wolfhound with Fenris Prime and the Dragonfly Prime. Assuming you have no blockers or things to declare, the initiative is yours, and all I do is deal 6 damage to you.
Alright, so you'll do 6 damage to me. So that's 1 of my armor, then 1 minus from my Great Death Pilot. So I survive.
Oh, I
1.
guess I didn't.
I get 5.
That was a mistake there. I didn't read that properly.
So I do what? 3 damage? What? An extra 1 if I want to kill myself? I'll do 3 to the Dragonfly, so 2.
Whoops. I for some reason I was thinking that pilot was a Kellhound. I don't know why. My brain just didn't process it properly there. So that was dumb. I will attack now with the Dragonfly C to your Wolfhound and assign 3 to you.
Okay, so yeah, 1 gets through. That would kill me. So I'll do 3, plus I'll overheat for 1. So I'll do 4. So I'll do 3 to your Dragonfly.
Alright. And my turn is over. The Dragonfly B goes up. Pass turn.
Alright, so untap, draw 2. Okay, I'm going to tap 1, play the Mongoose, play Grey Death Pilot on the Mongoose, bring it forward to the patrol region, and my turn.
Untap all. Draw 2. Use my logistics ability to restock a card from my hand. Oops, this time bomb goes up to 7. Tap 2 to play an Uller Prime. Tap 1 to repair a damage from the Dragonfly C. I feel like I gotta do something, but I can't do much. My Dragonfly B will attack your stockpile alone.
Okay. So
you have the choice to add block with both, or one or the other, or neither. You have the total.
I'll only block with the Atlas.
So you're blocking only with the Atlas. So that means your Atlas taps because it blocked. If a mech were to be attacked directly, it does not tap, but if it's blocking, then it taps.
Okay.
So you have the initiative by very far, and you have 6 damage shown. Plus the ability to Alpha Strike for more. And you get to prevent 2 damage to yourself, so you're not going to be taking anything. And I played 1, 2. Okay, so I will just assign 3 to you and let you kill me.
Okay.
Top of
So
scrap
I
heap.
absorb 3 to my armor. Yeah. Just yeah.
And
I don't need
now,
Eldritch Strike or anything.
right.
I don't need to roll the missile because I had enough to kill you. So.
Now I will attack the stockpile with the dragonfly. Wait a minute. 3. Okay, now I'll attack the stockpile with the dragonfly C.
Okay. So you do 3. So I'll block with the mongoose.
The initiative is yours because of the initiative from the pilot, right? So I'm going to play a risky combat jump on my Dragonfly C, which has jump, so I get to roll a die. And I'm trying to roll above a 2. And I do not roll above a 2. So that means that my...
So one thing I think on my turns with Kai or the Owl. So whenever he attacks or blocks, I can reveal the top card of my stockpile, and if it's a mission card, I can put it in my hand. If not, I restock it.
Yeah, so you want to get Kai in a fight if you can. But that was the first time that Kai had been in a fight. That battle that we just did.
Yeah. So I can reveal the card.
No, because it says when mech piloted by Kai attacks, you may reveal.
Or blocks.
Right, but since on the mission that we just did, you could have used that ability in that mission.
Right.
But since the mech that Kai pilots is not blocking in this battle, you can't use that ability in this battle.
Right, but so like, as long as I pay attention next time, like that's something I could have done, right?
Yes. Well, if you want to go ahead and do it for your previous battle now, yeah, I'll just go ahead and let you do it.
No, I appreciate that. I just wanted to clarify because I just noticed I did miss it. I just wanted to clarify that's how it does work, so I don't.
Yeah,
I don't miss it for next time.
I assumed you weren't gonna do it because you were gonna squash me anyway. So, but yeah. So my risky combat jump fails. So I take a damage and don't do anything. I assign 3 to the mongoose, and my risky goes back to the hand.
Alright, so one gets absorbed by the armor, one gets absorbed by Grey Death pilots, one gets through. It's 1 damage. And then I'll assign 2 back to your Dragonfly Seed.
So there's a total of 3 to me because the risky combat jump failing also deals 1. So a total of 3 to me, 1 absorbed by the armor means I take 2 more. So +1, risky goes back to the hand, and then your stockpile is finally clear. So I will send the Koshi D to the stockpile alone for 2.
Okay, 1, 2.
And then I'll send the Dasher Prime to the stockpile for 3.
2, 3.
And I will end the turn right there. So over to you.
Alright, that's a good turn. Alright, 1, 2, tap. Let's draw 2. Tap 1 to pair 1. Okay. so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Play the Tempest. Play another tactics here. My 2 deployments. Grey Death Pilot will go to. Actually, how do I do this? Kyle or the Owl will go to the Tempest. Grey Death Pilot will go back to the Atlas. Atlas will stay at the stockpile. This will stay there. Bring them out into my patrol zone. And turn is yours.
Alright. Untap all, draw 2. Time bomb goes up to 8. Tap 1 to repair damage. To the Dragonfly C. Tap 1 to play another time bomb. Then I will use the logistics ability to restock a card. So, card from my hand to bottom of stockpile. And let's see here. That Tempest ain't gonna die, it doesn't matter what I do. I will attack. With a Fenris Prime to the stockpile alone.
Right. I will block with the Mongoose.
Alright, I have initiative, which rarely happens, but this time I finally do.
Alright, I'll assign 2 damage to your Fenris.
Assign 3 damage to you. Okay. Of all these useless mechs, I can't kill any of yours. I mean, that Tempest would take 12 to kill. The Atlas would take 14 to kill. I will attack your stockpile with the Uller Prime. It's a medium mech.
Okay. So I will defend with the Atlas.
Which it has to tap to block. And then you have the initiative, so I'm assigning 4 damage to you.
Alright, so that gets all absorbed by the armor and my pilot. So I will do 3 damage. And then I'll do a missile roll. So nothing there.
So I take 3.
Yeah, I'm not going to Alpha Strike, so that'll end that.
So now I can sneak I'll sneak the Dragonfly C.
Damage.
I'll sneak the dragon. I'll attack their stock with the Dragonfly C alone.
Okay, so that's 3.
So he has AP. AP deals +1 damage to any target other than a mech.
Okay, so that's 4 gone.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, so I'll untap. I'll draw 2. Okay, so do 1 to repair 1 there. I will tap, tap, tap. That's 3. Play a Spectre. Then I'll play another munitions. My 2 deployments. I'll move Kai and the Tempest. Back to the stockpile. Move my Spectre up. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright, untap all. Draw 2 cards. Each of my time bombs gets +1 counter to it. I tap 5 to play a Puma Prime. I tap 1 to play a third time bomb, which is fresh. Tap 1 to repair the Fenris. Then I use the logistics ability to restart a card from my hand to bottom of stockpile. And I will pass turn. Your turn.
Alright. I'll untap. Draw 2. Tap 1 to repair 1. Pay 2 for Centurion. I'll play munitions. Alright. I will move the Centurion up to the patrol zone. I'll end my turn.
My turn. I untap all. Draw 2 cards. Each of the time bombs get a counter. And I should be able to, well, deploy phase, yeah. I should be able to just sacrifice one of the time bombs to deal 10 damage to the stockpile, which I think should end the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I only got 9 left. Alright. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Oh, man. What a game.
So,